Okay, so I was just telling Noah about a YouTube family that has 4 kids. And what did you tell me, Noah?
That we need to get 4 kids.
That we need to get 4 kids. Oh boy.
Morning!
Good morning, guys. It's Noah, Abbie, and Erica here. It's been a little bit of a rough night. Yes, let's clean. We're sleep training these two to share a room. So it's a trial and error and just taking it one night at a time. And we're gonna make it though. They love each other and they love playing with each other, but you just gotta get used to sharing a room. So anyways, we invite you to come along with us as we go about our day.
And we're gonna tie the city up. We're gonna tie the city up.
We're gonna tidy up.
We're gonna tie the city up. Let's go! Hey, Daddy.
Yes, sir. Somebody knows he's a little bit famous from that video. And so that phrase has been getting me.
I have another question. Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
I've never seen that in my life. Okay, so the backstory about the water bottle is I'm very notorious for I open a water bottle, I drink it halfway, and I'm going throughout my day and I'll leave it on the couch somewhere. And then I get thirsty again and I'm like, I need a water bottle. And I don't remember where I put these last or where I left it, 2 hours ago. So then I open another water bottle. And by the end of the day, Erica's going around and she's collecting all my water bottles. And there's like 4 half-drunk ones that end up on my nightstand.
So what I do is I take a Sharpie and just put the letter B.
Which is for bad. Bad.
So whenever I see an empty water bottle, I just put a B on it and he doesn't know.
It's always mine.
Sherlock's
Oh, my coffee's boiling.
Okay.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you caffeine.
Coffee!
What does Daddy call it?
Pachi!
That's right. Why do I call it? Well, why do I call it Pachi? Where did I get that from? Do you remember?
Me!
That's right. When you were a little boy and I first told you coffee, you didn't know how to say it and you called it Pachi.
Coffee Pachi.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Are you ready for it?
Waiting forever.
Okay.
Waiting forever.
I am long overdue for a haircut.
Very long overdue, yes.
I don't even know if the haircut places are open yet.
I don't think they are.
In California, but we haven't been going too many places anyway. We've been just trying to lay low as much as possible. So in the meantime, my wonderful wife has been
Going to experiment today. No, I'm just kidding. I've cut his hair before.
You've cut our hair several times during quarantine already. I
And
think.
we're still married.
And we are still. There's one haircut
Yep.
in particular that challenged our marriage. No,
Maybe 2.
I'm exaggerating.
So y'all aren't ready for this, okay? This is handy dandy lifesaver.
This looks like a really. You'll see it when it's on me. It looks like a really bad prop from like some 1950s sci-fi movie.
I saw the idea from our friends Monica and Steven. She got it for Liam, and it catches all the hair.
Looking like some weird alien robot android from a very bad sci-fi movie from the 50s.
It's really left over from a Halloween costume. I know you've tried to do laptop work. Well, I cut your hair before and it's like, hello.
I've tried to do some programming. And in Erica's, I want to say defense, not that I'm expecting it to need to be defended, but we don't have actual like hair cutting equipment. We're using just like a multi-generic razor tool, with like the different interchangeable heads. Some random Phillips, whatever $40 deal.
It works.
It gets the job done. So I guess my hair is so long. Erica just parted it on the side. It's actually so long that it's like It's past my ear, and God, I don't know how else to say this, but it just feels really disgusting.
A tip for if you're cutting a kid's hair and they're really just like, they're freaking out about it being around their ears and stuff. You take the clippers, these are not the clippers, these are Ben's clippers, but you take the other clippers and you turn it on and you just put the body of the clippers so they feel the vibration. So they know like, oh, it's a tickle, you know, like you just make it fun, as fun as you can. And you just let them feel that so they get used to it.
Okay, so the haircut is all finished, and I'm gonna hop in the shower and rinse it all off and style it. But Erica will post, if you don't like the haircut, too bad. If you do like the haircut, Erica's gonna post the YouTube video that she watched to learn how to do it.
I'll link it.
And also you have a video that's gonna come out about cutting Noah's hair and how you did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the finished haircut for anybody wondering. Neither of us are claiming that it is the perfect haircut, but with less than optimal gear and with my wife never having a background in haircut, I personally think it's amazing. So there you go, if anybody was curious how it looks after it's styled.
Okay, so today our project is going into the garage, which is a disaster right now, and clearing it up to do a bulk waste pickup. Isn't that right, honey?
Honey me or honey Abbie?
You.
Yes, as you can tell, I am very much prepared.
He's ready to go.
I am in fine position here, very energetic, enthused, and ready to go clean out the garage.
He's working on some stuff, then he's gonna come join me. So let's get to it.
So here we are, guys. Here's our garage. Believe it or not, it's come a long way from when we first moved here. I mean, we had stuff. We literally had a full-size piano in here. We couldn't even walk in the garage like 6 months ago or 8 months ago.
Yeah, this garage was packed with boxes and just all kinds of stuff I didn't realize that we had from the old house. Yeah, so
Erica has done an amazing job. We've done several work days clearing it out. Just getting to the place where we could even park our van in the garage. That was huge for us. But we are on a journey of minimizing. I'm not quite sure what the proper word is there. For me...
Yeah, managing inventory. That's our ultimate goal.
Managing inventory, right. For me, the real desire and the need to minimize, to manage inventory, my eyes were opened when we moved. We moved just about 40 minutes away from where our old house was. I got a new job, 2019. And when you move, you can relate to this if you've moved recently, suddenly you realize how much stuff you really have. And it's like, I don't even use this. I don't need it. Like it's sucking the life out of me. Because you're trying to put it in boxes and get it all out, and by the time you finally make it out of your house, you're just like breathless.
You forget about all the stuff, and it's just, yeah, you don't need it.
So part of our conversation, because this house that we're in right now is just temporary, we're just renting for a little bit, and part of the conversation was, we're going to have to do this again. We're going to have to move again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to move that much stuff again next time I do move.
No.
So that's part of it.
Yeah, this has been a journey for like, I would say a year and a half or so. So
Yeah.
we've come a long ways. This is going to be the second bulk waste pickup.
And we've still got a long ways to go,
And we still have a long ways to go. But it's important. There's a lady I follow on YouTube called The Minimal Mom. I'll link her information down below. And she's really been a huge inspiration. I've watched her videos for like since going through this process. And she talks about managing inventory, and that's like the ultimate goal that you want to get to. And also, it's important to take pictures along the way so that you can go back and look and you can remember what it used to look like. Because she was saying your brain kind of adapts as you go along. So like you get rid of a bunch of stuff And then like a couple weeks later, like, oh man, I still have so much stuff to get rid of. And so it's important to go back and look at the pictures to say, okay, I did make progress. Let's keep going. And it's like she references peeling an onion, how getting rid of stuff is like peeling an onion. You do it one layer at a time. If you try to do all at one time, which I'm speaking from personal experience, if you try to do it all at one time, it's very overwhelming, and you can get discouraged very easily, especially if you have little ones that are distracting and you got to take care of.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a result of peeling an onion one layer at a time.
Here's my thoughts. I guess this is going to get to like a spiritual aspect of it, okay? But when we look at Jesus, right, our whole thing is trying to look at Jesus, trying to become like him.
Yeah.
He had nothing. That's like, when you read about it, this is what one of Jesus' disciples told him. Lord, come, let us see where you live. Like, we want to follow you. You know what Jesus said? He said, hey, look, foxes have holes and birds have nests. The Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He traveled, he had a mission, and his minimalistic lifestyle, guess what that did? It freed him to be able to pursue what he knew his mission and his calling was in his life. That was given to him from the Father. So we have a plaque that he made over the fireplace. What does it say?
It says, living light equals liberty.
So that's the spiritual side of us. We are pursuing liberty to be able to do what God has called us to do. God asks us to make changes sometimes in our life. For me, it was a new job recently, getting out of my comfort zone, moving across town. Some people, it's moving farther than that. But what happens is change is hard to embrace. But what makes it extra difficult is the amount of stuff that we accumulate that blocks us from being able to embrace a change and makes it more difficult than it should be.
Yeah.
Our lifestyles make it more difficult.
Right.
Another thing that the Lord has put on our hearts is that our house is supposed to be an open door. And we just want to fill our life with people that we love, people that we care about, people that we just enjoy spending time with, or we're investing in, or they're investing in us, those relationships. And we found that our stuff gets in the way of that.
Very much so, yeah. If you're constantly worried about you can't have so-and-so over because your house is a mess.
Think about it. What's the number one, when you talk about having someone over, what's the number one reason why you don't have someone over to your house? The house is a mess.
Yes.
I can't do this.
I'm guilty.
I am too. Well, I'm the one that usually is making the house a mess, and she has to clean it. So it takes two to tango here.
Yeah.
But it's because we have so much stuff that makes us now feel ashamed or something, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
So part of that is just learning how to be human. Sometimes there are going to be messes, right? But if we get rid of stuff, we can...
Making it more manageable. The key word is being tidy. Again, from the minimum mom, the key word is being able to be tidy, like having enough stuff, having enough household inventory that you could manage, that in 10 minutes you could put stuff away, like, just easily.
Yeah.
That's my goal. That's where I'm trying to get to.
We've already been talking a long time, but the last thing that I wanted to say was that I totally blanked out. I had something I really wanted to share, and then we've already been talking a long time, but the last thing that I wanted to say was I just forgot it again. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. We've been talking a long time, but the last thing I wanted to say is this, that we've been having to learn is we're trying to get to the place where I use the word ruthless. We're absolutely ruthless in getting rid of stuff. What do I mean by that? I mean, because when we get ready to minimalize, am I saying that word right? Minimize? I gotta Google this. Okay. When we get ready to get rid of stuff, then you start looking at it like, oh no, but this is the first frying pan that anybody ever gave us after we got married. And you get this sentimental value, and then you think about it like, wait, what? The first who cares?
You get either sentiment or guilt of getting rid of it.
Oh, because you know who gave it to you, and it's like, are they gonna be offended?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Or like you think like, oh, but what if I need this someday? You know what? Guess what? If you need it, go buy it at the Goodwill. Again, later,
Yeah.
But like we come with all these excuses why we have to hold on to it. And then now it's just like, but at a certain point you just gotta say, I'm done. I am done. I'm going to the Goodwill, I'm doing this huge dump. I'm calling the bulk waste pickup crew, and that's what we're doing right now. I mean, this is mostly cardboard. That's what we're doing.
All the way to the door, like just.
Yeah, this is just stuff. A lot of it's just cardboard boxes because we already did one load already. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. It's just we're calling the bulk waste pickup, and we're just like, guys, we're done with this. This is trash. So you have to learn to be ruthless in what you get rid of.
Yeah, I want to say this is embarrassing, but this is actually progress. So I'm like, this is change. Okay, so here we are. We are done, and I know it might not look like a lot right now, but it is dramatically different from when we first started. We've compacted a bunch of stuff, Ben broke down some of the boxes, and it's just a lot more ready for the bulk waste pickup that's to come. And this is a journey for us, and we're still going to be adding to the pile, just going through our whole house and just minimizing stuff. So we just invite you to come and join us as we continue to go through this process. Stay tuned for more content to come. Thank you so much for joining us today. Make a great day.